In this video, I started out with $0, a lawnmower, and a truck, and now I have the challenge of building a profitable landscaping business from scratch. But there's a twist. I only have a year to do it. This is season 2, so will I make it big or will I go broke? Stay tuned to find out. And if you guys enjoy content like this and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe and drop on a like helps too. Anyway, let's go build a business. Well, boys, it is just past 8 a.m. and I have spent my last $100 filling up the truck with diesel and the lawnmower with gas. And now we officially have $0 to our name. I'm at a brand new town. I don't know anybody. I have 0 connections. I got nowhere to sleep. So we better go make some money. It was just last week when I officially quit my job and decided I wanted to come out here and try to make a name for myself in the landscaping business, and I can't imagine it's gonna be too easy. The good thing though is there is a ton of houses out here. Lots of opportunity for work. I am coming across an interesting problem though. There's not a lot of houses here with super tall lawns, so there must be another landscaping company in the area, or a lot of people just have the time to keep their lawns real nice. I think I'm gonna try stop at a couple of houses here and see if I can get some work. Alright, well, house number 1 was no luck. On to house number 2. I've been walking around the neighborhood for the past 15 minutes trying to get myself a job, and I just have no luck. And today is not off to an easy start. I think I'm gonna try go over to the other side of the block and see if there's any work there. Oh, here we go. This looks like the perfect spot. Man, this is a whole lot of lawn. Dang. Huh, I don't think there's anyone home. There's a car in the driveway, but I don't think anyone's home. All right, I'll try this house. The gate is locked though. I wonder how bad it's gonna be if I hop the fence. Screw it, I'm gonna do it. I need work. Oh man, dang, I can't even hop over the fence. Nothing. Okay, I made it over. That was way more difficult than it should have been. Hopefully this person isn't mad about me hopping over their fence. Well, things are looking up. I got my first job. The guy was slightly weirded out that I hopped over his fence, but I did apologize for that. He said I can actually just open up the gate here. Yep, that probably would have been the easier idea, but yeah, we're gonna go mow this guy's lawn. So I don't have a lot of gas in the tank of the lawnmower here, but I guess we'll make do with what we got. Hopefully it's enough. Now he just wants the front yard done, nothing else. Doesn't want the backyard done. So it isn't gonna be crazy money, but it'll be a start. Look at how tall this dang grass is. My mower's almost buried in this stuff. The grass is so tall. The little trail I cut looks like it's not even there. All right, first side of the lawn finished. Over to the other side. So I've got the inside of his property done. We're just gonna go out to the outside here, do this little strip of grass and then strip along the front of his fence, and we should be good. So after finishing up the last little bit of my very first lawn, I packed up my lawnmower and got paid $50 for my very first job. It wasn't a lot, but it was a start. But it was time to get back on the hunt for another job. So after going from door to door to door, and even this door, I was having no luck getting myself another job. However, I was just one guy with a pickup truck and a lawnmower. I was not looking the most professional, and I was starting to get worried I wasn't gonna get myself another job. But then I seen this house. Super overgrown lawn and lots of yard to mow. But it didn't look like anyone was home, so it was gonna be a long shot. And that long shot paid off because I got the job. But it did come with another request. The lady told me that they had had this old play structure sitting around for years, and it was no longer in use, and they wanted to get rid of it. Now, I was by no means a junk removal company, but when I see an opportunity to make some money, I'm not gonna waste it. So instead of finding a way to haul it away, I listed it up on Facebook Marketplace for a couple $100 and hoped it would sell before I finished the lawn. Now, this was gonna be a long shot, but it was the weekend, and I had some high hopes. Alright, so I want to say I'm about 45 minutes into this lawn, and I just got off the phone with someone that wants to come and buy this tractor playhouse deal, and they should be here in about 30 minutes, so I should just be getting this wrapped up, and they'll be showing up, which is perfect. They offered me a little bit less than what I got it listed for, but I'm still getting a couple $100 out of the deal, and that's more than I would have got trying to figure out how to trash it. So just as I was finishing up this front lawn here, the lady next door with the tall grass over there, she came over and said,
"Hey, could you mow my lawn too?"
I'm like, absolutely. And things are turning around. I might actually have some money in my pocket by the end of today, but I still gotta find somewhere to stay tonight. That and my lawnmower is just about out of gas, so I'm gonna have to go fuel up actually. Lawn's finished and the people have just pulled up to pick up this play structure, so we're gonna get it taken apart here and get it loaded up. I'll get some extra money in my pocket. So I just got $250 from that. That brings us up to $300. Now there's a little spot of grass here where the structure was, so I gotta go mow that quick. My lawnmower basically has fumes in it, so hopefully I can finish this up. Now I know $250 sounds cheap for that structure there, but I needed it gone ASAP, or else I was gonna have to figure out how to deal with it myself. Well, that job netted us an extra $200. I actually didn't charge very much for the removal of the structure because I got paid from it technically. So yeah, we're just gonna take a little bit of extra pay on that and call it a win. But now I gotta go get gas. Mower is filled up with fuel, and I've got myself a gas can, and I filled that up with gas too, so that cost us $50. That brings us down to $450. Not too bad. At least with the gas can, I can go a little bit longer before having to go back to the gas station again. Man, what is with people around here and completely tall lawns? I mean, a lot of the lawns are nice and mowed, but a few of them are just really tall like this. Not too much lawn left here, but there is rain coming here according to the weather, so I don't know how much more work we're going to be able to get done today, but we're going to try for a couple more lawns if we can. Obviously, my next goal is to get some sort of ride-on lawnmower or a zero-turn or something. Don't get me wrong, the push mower is great, but we got to try to be efficient here. Another yard done. Another 50 bucks brings us up to 500 yet again. Now that we have some money, I've got an idea. It isn't going to pay off immediately, but it might drum up some business later on. There's a lot of houses, but it doesn't seem like there's a crazy amount of business, and I gotta fix that. It could also be the fact that there's another rival mowing company in town, I believe, so let's see if I can find some more information on them. So I've just stopped at a local printing shop and spent $100 on a couple flyers and a bunch of business cards. So I'm gonna go around to a couple of the local businesses here, put up some flyers on some bulletin boards, and hopefully hand out some business cards. So it's been a little bit here, but my endeavors have paid off. I've gotten another job mowing this local ice cream spot. Not only do I get paid for the mowing, I get a free ice cream afterwards. Oh, I'm blocking the road, but I mean, free ice cream. I'll take that any day. You know, I almost would have just been happy to do it for the ice cream. I've had yet another idea. Instead of staying at a hotel that's probably going to cost me, I don't know, $100 a night, $75 a night, because there's only like one in town, my thought was just head over to Tractor Supply or somewhere that has a tent. I think there's a local campground not too far away from here, so I can just camp out. I mean, it's not going to be glamorous or anything, but it'll save me some money. Oh, would you look at that? All nice and mowed. Looks a lot better. I'll load this back up, go get my free ice cream and my payday. I'm more excited for the free ice cream though. Hey, don't be mad at me, I got ice cream and you didn't. Another 50 bucks in the bank. So at this point, I pretty much went around door to door to just about everywhere I can put up a flyer. Earlier in the day, I went around half the dang town, it feels like, and tried to secure a job. But either people don't want their lawns mowed or they don't want it done right now. So I guess I'm gonna keep trying. So I was at this house before. I had no luck. I'm gonna try it again though. Got a big lawn. This is at least a $100 lawn if I can secure the deal. Dang. All right, so no luck, but also some luck to some degree. He said he didn't want it mowed right now, but he took my business card and maybe sometime he'll want it mowed. I guess he'll think about it. So it wasn't a yes, but it also wasn't a complete no. I was really hoping for this lawn though, because this would have been a good payday. So we're heading out of town right now because there's a town not too far away from here. It's a little bit of a drive, but it's a very, very small town. We're gonna see if we can get some jobs up there. It's a bit of a risk taking the drive, burning the fuel, but I'm hoping the risk is worth the reward here. Or the reward is worth the risk. I don't know, something like that. Wait, is this the town? There's a farmer's market and a couple businesses here? I know I passed a couple houses going here, but the lawns, they're like more acreages and the lawns are way too big. Oh, man. No, I really shouldn't listen to the locals sometimes. Well, this sucks. I just drove out here for nothing. All right, well, back to the main town, I guess. I don't even know if you can call that a town. Well, I'm just pulling back into town. It's getting late afternoon. Luckily, the rain didn't come, so we should still be able to mow lawns tomorrow. But I guess I'm gonna go see if I can find a place to buy a tent and set that up for night. Local store had just what I was looking for, and it was on sale, so 50 bucks. Not too bad. So this is the campground, I guess. Nothing too special. Probably what you get when you go for a local campground. One that you don't gotta pay to go to. Suppose it's good enough to set up a tent at, though. Sure as heck isn't as nice as a hotel, but it's pretty spacious for a tent. I'll take it. But hopefully all those business cards and posters I hung up and handed out should help. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get us some more work. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. Subscribe, and goodbye.